All right, let's get you the top story that we are tracking at this point. India is rolling out red carpet for Russian President Vladimir Putin, who arrives today for a two-day state visit India, his first trip to the country since the Ukraine war began. Putin co-chaired the 23rd Annual India-Russia Summit with Prime Minister Narendra Modi as New Delhi navigates US sanctions, pressure and a shifting global order. Putin will hold restricted talks with Prime Minister Modi at 7 LKM, followed by a private dinner. Key agenda points include geopolitics and major defense deals, including discussions on additional S-400 systems, the potential S-500 missile system, and the Su-57 fifth-generation fighter jet. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will also meet his Russian counterpart, who will receive a tri-service guard of honor. This visit is being closely watched for its implications on India's defense partnerships and broader geopolitical alignments. And another big-ticket defense deal that could be signed during this visit of Sukhoi 57. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov confirmed that it's on the agenda. The fifth-generation stealth jet is in the market is the F-35 arrival of Sukhoi 57. While the US may want India to buy the F-35, the Russian offer raises the stakes. So how do they fare against each other? The F-35, a fifth-generation single-engine fighter, is produced by Lockheed Martin, while Sukhoi is produced by Russia with United Aircraft Corporation. The Su-57, Russia's twin-engine fifth-generation fighter, brings 3D thrust vectoring to the table, which the F-35 lacks. American F-35 tops out at Mach 1.6 and carries a ferry range of 1,670 kilometers, while the Sukhoi reaches speeds of up to Mach 2, offers a massive 3,500 kilometer ferry range. The combat radius of F-35 is shorter when compared to Sukhoi, which offers a combat range of 1,900 kilometers. Each F-35 jet comes at a premium cost of $109 million, while the Sukhoi 57 costs anywhere between $35 to $40 million. That makes the overall operationability and maintenance cost much lower for the Russian jet. F-35 has been operational since 2015 and Sukhoi entered services 5 years later. In 2020 so far, Lockheed Martin has built about 100 units, while only 32 units were built on Sukhoi 57 until late 2023. All right, CNN News 18's Siddhant Mishra is joining us on this story. Siddhant, of course, this is a very, very important visit. Russian President Vladimir Putin is coming to India for the first time ever since the war broke out between Russia and Ukraine. First off, tell us about the schedule of the president in 2 days. Then, of course, we'll discuss about the broader implications of this visit. Siddhant.
Well, that's right, Arun. It's a very, very significant moment in this relationship, as President Putin will be arriving in India today for the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. In fact, Arun, we are still awaiting official itinerary of President Putin to be released by Government of India, but we know that he is going to land somewhere between 5:30 to 6:30 in the evening, and from the airport he will head straight to Prime Minister's residence, which is 7 LKM, where he will hold restrictive level talks with Prime Minister Modi, followed by dinner. This is also in reciprocity, Arun, because when Prime Minister Modi was in Moscow last year for the annual summit, day before the annual summit, there was the private setting, informal meeting between President Putin and Prime Minister Modi at President Putin's private residence. So this gesture is in reciprocity that Prime Minister Modi today will be hosting President Putin at his residence. Tomorrow morning, Arun, there's going to be the ceremonial welcome given to President Putin at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, followed by delegation level talks at the Hyderabad House. Then late in the evening, early in the evening, President Putin will also be attending India-Russia Business Forum. Late in the evening, President Putin will be attending a banquet which Rashtrapati Murmu will be hosting in his honor. So it's going to be a 27 to 30 hours visit of President Putin to India, historic because this is a watershed moment. Arun, in fact, many are calling it a watershed moment that despite the additional 25% tariff by the US government on India for buying Russian crude, despite pressure from Europe and America, India has defined its path and continues with its strategic and special partnership with Russia.
All right, we also have Simran Babbar joining us on this story. Simran, where are you right now and what you can see around you? What are the preparation? I guess you are around the Hyderabad house because that's the place where all the action is going to take place tomorrow.
Well, absolutely, Arun. In fact, as you rightly mentioned, that this is going to be an iconic and significant moment for the India-Russia ties. Let me first tell you that right now I am at ITC Maurya, the very grandest hotel where Vladimir Putin is going to be staying. And just a look of this place right now at my behind, as you can see that there are flags for his welcome with posters as well erected all across this road where ITC Maurya, which has been long known for favoring and also in fact being the first choice of in fact hosting many of the world leaders. In the past, several dignitaries like George Bush, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton have in fact been hosted at this very grandest hotel, which has undergone severe a level of security. As you can also see right now, in fact, the road is bustling, but at this very point, as the hotel and entire premises is awaiting awaiting in fact the arrival of Vladimir Putin, at this point of time, it has transformed into a fortified premises. As we see, in fact, the security layer has been additionally beefed up, with every point being guarded by high level of precision and meticulously in fact by the agencies as well. In fact, if we speak about the inside of the ITC Maurya, where Vladimir Putin is going to be staying in also at here, is the Chandragupta suite, where severe levels of security have already been in place, with comfort and also hospitality being at the very point of giving him the warm welcome for the 2-day visit. After visiting, in fact, after having the dinner with Prime Minister Narendra Modi this evening, at 9 p.m. around is what we are learning so far, that Putin is going to be, the Russian president is going to be coming here. And as you can see, there is also a gate here, which is right now locked as well, and it has been completely shut, as only very strategic points here at the hotel have been allowed the entry to any sort of visitors. We have also gone inside to take a look, and what we learned from there is that right now, as security continues to be the top and the key focus, right now all the arrangements are kept being very tight to not miss any sort of in fact movement, and tracking all the details of the incoming visitors, as well as also many people are stationed at the entry of the hotel to also see what kind of arrangements are being made. And this is in fact, as my colleague Siddhant Mishra has also said, a watershed moment. We speak of the ties between India and Russia at this point of time, when the world is closely watching. It is to be noted that this moment is going to be very crucial in how the United States President Donald Trump is also going to be reacting, who has many opinions on how India should be in fact doing the trade with Russia in pertaining to the crude oil, and how the geopolitical strains have also been under pressure by the sanctions heavily imposed by the US. And while we speak of the ties between India and Russia, it is important to understand that the relationship between Putin and Prime Minister Narendra Modi stretch beyond the formal and the professional bilateral ties of India and Russia, as in the past Putin has also called Prime Minister Narendra Modi as his very dear friend. And while at the time when the world is undergoing around the polycentric world order, where there is enough focus on how India should be doing the trade, and how exactly while India is put under heavy pressure by the United States, this moment where Russia and India president and at this point movement is happening is a very crucial one. Back to you.
That's right.